about this place?
Mm, still seems like a forest.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Describe it for me.
There's wood chips on the ground.
Yes. What else?
Some pine trees.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mm, Not sure. I'm not. I don't
And do
know.
you sense a body in this place? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes. Very good. So if you were to focus on your body, do you feel like you're male or female?
Male.
Male. Yes. And how old are you? See the number in your mind now.
26.
Yes. And look down at your body. Notice your feet. What do your feet look like?
They have sandals on them.
Mm-hmm. Very good. What are the sandals made of?
I think leather.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And what do your feet look like?
Mm, they're human feet.
Mm-hmm. What color?
Like white. Not
Yes.
white, but like Caucasian.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So notice your legs. Are you wearing any clothes?
Mm, I think I'm wearing like like a tunic maybe.
Mm-hmm.
It feels
Yes.
maybe kind of Roman, sort of.
Yes. Very good. And notice from your waist up. What do you look like?
Yeah, it feels like a Roman. I want to say soldier, but it's not like armor per se, but kind of.
Yes. Yes. So this tunic, is it a small tunic, a short tunic?
Yeah, it's kind of like mid thigh.
Yes. Very good. And notice if you're carrying anything in your hands.
This, I think a spear
Mm-hmm. Yes.
and
Yes.
shield maybe.
Mm-hmm. And what about your head? What do you notice?
Mm, I think I have a helmet on.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What do you look like? Imagine you have a mirror in front of you.
Freckles.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
mm, Curly hair that's sort of reddish, light colored eyes,
Yes. Is your hair long or short?
short.
Mm-hmm. Very good. And what do they call you?
Mm, Not sure.
Okay, very good. So I want you to tell me what it is that you're doing in this forest.
I want to say patrolling.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Very good. So I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I get to number 3, I want you to advance to the next important scene. 1, 2, and 3. What's happening?
Mm, I feel like I think I'm seeing like, I want to say pyramids,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
and I feel like there's a lot of people around.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel?
I feel kind of anxious actually.
Very good. Notice what it is that's making you anxious.
I think there's like a king
Mm-hmm.
somewhere.
Yes.
I'm not I'm not sure what
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing, but I feel a little bit anxious.
Yes. And when you think about this king, is this someone that rules over you?
I think so, yes.
Yes. So let's find out what's happening. I want you to follow that anxious feeling, intensify it. What's happening that's making you anxious? It's
Mm,
almost as if what?
I feel like maybe we were looking for somebody.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't find them.
Yes. And if you knew who that somebody was, even if you think you're making it up, who is that?
Mm, I'm getting the word traitor.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Yes, continue.
Mm,
What's happened?
um,
If you knew.
I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm. Even if you think you're making it up, who is this traitor? Is it someone you
Mm,
know?
I feel like it's a woman
Mm-hmm.
that's close to the king.
Yes. Yes. What do you
Mm,
imagine this woman has done to anger
I
the king?
feel like maybe it's like his wife or like a
Yes.
consort or
Mm-hmm. Yes. Very
somebody
good.
that's betrayed him, maybe.
Very good. Very good. Yes. And what was your responsibility in finding her?
I think maybe I was looking for her in the woods.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Did you find her?
No.
All right. So I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I get to number 3, I want you to advance. Let's find out what happens with the king. 1, 2, and 3. Where are you now?
I'm standing in front of this sort of pyramid,
Mm-hmm.
and the king is way up high on
Yes.
like a dais or something up high, so he's looking down on everybody.
Yes.
And he looks like he's in sort of like this armor too, but he's got a big helmet on, so
Mm.
I can't really see what he looks like. It's like a metal helmet that kind of has a nose piece
Mm-hmm.
and like a spiky kind of a mohawk kind of thing.
Yes.
And I don't I don't know if there's other like soldier guys with me or if I'm alone.
Mm-hmm. If you knew.
I, I feel like I'm alone in front of
Yes.
him.
Mm-hmm. Was this your responsibility to find him? The woman?
I think so.
Yes. So what happens next?
I'm feeling very anxious.
Yes.
I'm feeling like maybe I had something to do with the woman.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Like
If you knew.
I'm feeling like maybe I maybe we had like an affair or something because I'm feeling like really anxious in front of the king.
Yes. 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 Continue. What happens?
I feel like maybe he knows and that's why he made me go look for her.
Yes. Yes. Continue. What happens?
Mm, he's just looking at me.
Mm-hmm. Focusing on your emotions, your feelings.
I'm scared, like I'm feeling really anxious.
Yes.
My heart's beating really fast. I can feel my palms are sweaty.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. What happens now? Yes, continue.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure.
All right. I'll help you with that. I'm going to count from 1 to 3, close the scene, and let's go to the next important scene to see what happens. 1, 2, and 3. Where are you?
I'm in a, I think I'm in a dungeon.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What's happened?
Yeah, I feel like I'm in a dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
It's dark.
Yes.
I feel like
Notice your.
I'm on
Yes.
some hay or some straw or something.
Yes. Notice your hands and feet.
I have a I have a leg shackle on,
Yes.
just on one ankle.
Mm-hmm. Notice which ankle that is.
My left one.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay.
And yeah, I'm just in this dungeon.
Yes. And notice what you look like now. How are you dressed?
I'm still in that same sort of outfit that I was in.
Yes.
I'm dirty.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, I feel like I'm dirty and my hair's still short, so I don't feel like I've been there for a really long time.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So I'd like for you to advance a little bit more and see what happens next.
There's some guards coming.
Yes.
They say it's time.
Mm-hmm. Notice how you're feeling.
I'm scared.
Yes. Yes. What happens? Where do you go?
I'm walking. I get it. They unshackle me
Mm-hmm.
and they take me down a hall. There's two guards holding my arms,
Yes.
and they're wearing that same kind of armor with the big helmets, and they're carrying spears.
Yes.
And they take me. I think I go out to this like a platform. I think, and there's a big crowd. There's a crowd there watching.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Notice where you are. What kind of platform is this?
It still feels like pyramid like stone
Mm-hmm.
buildings, and it feels like there's this like opening way up high in the stone. It feels like a pyramid type of structure.
Yes.
And there's this platform, and everybody looks up and they can see me.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Notice how you're feeling there.
I'm scared.
Yes. What happens next?
I I think they I think they're going to push me off this platform
Mm-hmm.
because I'm really high up
Yes.
and it's
Yes.
like stone on the ground.
Yes.
I, I feel like they're going to push me off.
Yes. What happens next?
The crowd is like cheering. They want to see me die.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. What happens next?
Yeah, I think the guard pushes me off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think yeah, he pushes me off and I think that's how I die.
Very good. So what's been the most difficult part of all this? What's the most traumatic part about this life?
Not sure. Hmm. don't know if it's traumatic, but I feel like just always being anxious, never being able to relax. Just
Yes.
feel like I'm always anxious. If I'm like if you have to see the king, then you're like, oh, what's going to happen? Then I'm in the dungeon. Oh, what's going to happen? I just feel like always on guard, never being able to relax and always anxious and scared of what's going to happen.
Very good. So listen really carefully. What I'm going to do is I'm going to count from 1 to 3. And when I get to number 3, I want you to go to the moment when all of this began as this soldier. I'm going to find the origin of what happened, but this time you're going to experience everything with a lot more detail and feeling. 1, 2, and 3. Where does this all begin?
Mm,
Where are you?
I'm in like a palace, like I think maybe like the king's palace,
Yes.
and I'm younger. I feel like I'm like a almost like a boy, not a young boy, but maybe like 16 or 17.
Yes.
I feel,
What is your role there?
I feel like I'm maybe some kind of a like a servant maybe.
Yes. Yes.
And I think I serve like the queen, or
Yes.
I feel like I serve her mostly, but sometimes the king.
Yes. Yes. Continue. What happens next?
I feel like this is how maybe something started with her.
Notice how you feel about this woman.
I'm sort of in awe of her.
Yes.
But it's weird because as I'm looking at her, it sort of mixes between like an Egyptian pharaoh face and then like a dog face, like Anubis face.
Yes. Yes. Look into her eyes. The eyes are the window to the soul. Have you seen these eyes before? Do you recognize those eyes?
I don't think so.
Okay, very good. So I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I get to number 3, you'll be at the next important moment. 1, 2, and 3. What's happening?
Yeah, she's like seducing me.
Yes.
hmm and I'm anxious about it.
Yes.
I'm in awe of her, and I feel like I can't refuse her,
Yes.
but I'm I feel like I'm scared about the king.
Yes. Yes. And how do you feel about the king?
Like I'm just scared of him. He's a power figure.
Yes. Yeah. And notice what she calls you. What is your name?
Mm, Taggeth.
Very good. So, Taggeth, I want you to just continue and see what happens. Know it all in detail.
Mm, yeah, I think we start an affair,
Yes.
and it goes on for a while. And I think as I get older, I feel like I'm like pretty strong. So the king puts me in he makes me like a guard or a soldier type of thing because I'm not suited to be a servant anymore.
Yes.
So I think that's how I got to be a guard.
Yes. Yes. Very good. Continue. What happens?
I feel like it's harder. to have and the affair with the queen because I'm not really as close to her anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So it becomes more, I want to say clandestine, where
Yes.
we have to meet
Mm-hmm.
places.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's how she got found out.
Yes.
I feel like the king like knew she was going to meet somebody.
Yes. Yes. Continue. What happens next?
Mm,
Yes.
yeah, I feel like he knows that she's seeing somebody, but he's not sure who it is yet.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I
Notice how
don't,
this is making you feel?
well, I feel scared meeting her, like, because I think I'm in love with her now, because this has been going on for a while,
Yes.
because I'm not 16 anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So I feel like, I feel like I'm in love with her. I don't know if she's in love with me, but
Mm-hmm.
um,
Yes.
I think the king just knows that she's going somewhere.
Yes. Yes. Continue. What happens
And
next?
I feel like he confronts her.
Yes.
I think he was like threatening to kill her if she like disobeys him or
Mm-hmm.
cheat is not the right word. There's a different word that's coming to my mind.
Yes.
Adulteress, I think he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
he's saying, Stop that or I'll kill you."
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I feel like she runs away,
Yes. Yes.
but I don't know how I have to do with
All
that.
right. So I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and this time you'll feel it even more detailed. You'll understand everything. 1, 2, and 3. What's happening?
Mm, I, f- I feel like the king knows he has an inkling that it's me
Yes.
because he calls me to him and he wants me to go find her.
Yes. How does this make you feel?
Oh, he's saying he's telling me that I have to when I find her, I need to kill her.
Ah. Mm-hmm. Yes.
He said that I need to kill her on sight because I think he knows that we've been meeting and he
Mm-hmm.
feels like that would be the ultimate punishment for me is
Yes.
to kill her.
Yes. Yes.
And
Very good.
so I feel like I don't really look that hard for her
Mm-hmm.
because I don't want to kill her.
Yes. Yes.
And I feel like that's why I'm so scared when I see the king because I don't find her and I know he knows that it's me.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and it'll be the moment where you're confronting the king. 1, 2, and 3. What's happening?
My head is down. I'm looking at the floor.
Yes.
I know he knows,
Yes.
but he doesn't tell me he knows. I just know he does.
Yes. What happens next?
They take me to the dungeon
Yes. Are you by yourself in that dungeon, or are there others with you?
by myself.
Yes. Yes, continue. What happens next?
I think the queen comes to see me,
Mm-hmm.
like secretly.
Yeah, so what happens when she comes?
She tells me she's sorry, that it's her fault that this is happening.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
She should have left me alone as a boy, she says.
Mm-hmm. Yes. How is this making you feel?
I'm sad, but also I think I don't care because I love her.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it doesn't matter what happens to me now. I love her.
Yes. And at this moment, you can now look into her eyes. Do you recognize her now? Have you seen those eyes before?
No,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so.
Okay, very good. What happens next?
The guards come to get me. And I'm out on that platform. The king's making the queen watch
Mm-hmm.
my execution,
Yes.
and he's forcing her to look at me
Mm-hmm.
and forcing her to watch.
Very good. So this time, you're going to experience your death in full detail. 1, 2, and 3. What happens?
The guard shoves me off the platform.
Mm-hmm. And as he shoves you off the platform, sense what you're feeling as your body is going down.
Mm, Panic.
Yes. And what's the first thing that strikes? What part of your body hits first?
My head.
Mm-hmm. Very good. And as your head hits the rock, what happens to your head?
It's just like smashed in.
Mm-hmm. And as your head is smashed in, notice now what happens to your heart. How does your heart react?
Beats super, super fast.
Yes. And as the heart is beating super, super fast, notice what's happening with your lungs.
I'm hyperventilating.
Yes. And as you hyperventilate, notice what's happening now to the rest of your muscles and your bones.
They're tingly, and I'm just getting numb.
Yes. Notice what part gets numb first.
My hands.
Mm-hmm. Yes, continue. What happens next?
In my back, like I feel like I just was paralyzed, and everything just went tingly and
Very,
then numb.
very good. Notice what part of your back has been injured.
Mm, I think the low back.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Take a look at the low back and notice what's happened to that low back.
It just feels like it's sort of like scorpion, like broke.
It broke. Very good. And notice how many bones have been broken in your back.
I don't know how many, but
A lot.
it's broken. Yeah.
Very good. So as you're hyperventilating and everything is getting numb, what is the last thought that brain thinks before you finally expire?
This is it.
Mm-hmm. Very good. And where is your soul when all of this is happening?
I'm sort of beside my body, just looking at it.
Mm-hmm. What happens to your soul after that body dies?
I'm looking at the queen.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes.
I feel like it's just standing there looking at my body and looking at the queen.
Yes.
I can't I can't see anything else.
Mm-hmm. And do you ever go to the light?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So I want you to notice what has just happened here. And I want you to take a moment now and talk to the Queen. What would you like to tell the Queen?
That I don't regret it.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Tell her how she made you feel.
She made me feel,
Tell
it,
her.
you made me feel invincible
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
like a man.
Yes. And notice what the Queen gave you.
She gave me a sense of pride.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So now I'd like for you to talk to the King. What do you need to tell the King?
You didn't treat her very well. That's why she had to find tenderness elsewhere.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
He was
And
very
now,
harsh with her.
yes. And tell the King how you feel about how he treated you.
You are not a nice king.
Yes. And I want you now to demand that the King give you back all the energy that he took from you.
Give me back my energy.
Open your arms and receive it now. Bring it back into your body. Very good. And I want you now to talk to Taggart. What would you like to tell him?
You don't have to stick around here anymore. The queen will be okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You don't need to take care of her anymore.
Very good. And ask Taggart, who was the Queen?
I feel like maybe she was my grandma, but I'm not totally sure.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So I'd like for you to go ahead and use the energy now that you have to begin putting together the pieces of your body. Begin to repair the back. Begin to repair your head that was shattered. You can use your hands. You can use the Reiki. And begin to go ahead and repair your entire body until you could see it fully in one piece, feeling whole again. And tell me when that's done.
It's done.
Very good. So now I want you to go ahead and take that soul out of that experience. Take him away from that place, knowing that with the death of that body, the experience is over. And take that soul into the light and breathe in that light. Feel the breath of that light, healing you. And as you're in the light now, what was the purpose of living that lifetime? What did you learn from that?
I learned the, the pride in loving a strong woman
Mm-hmm.
and the pride of feeling like I could take care of somebody.
Mm-hmm. Very good. And notice this pride that you feel. How is that now affecting you in the life as Tempest?
I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm. And the sense of How you lived the life with the Queen? How is that now affecting the life as Tempest?
Mm. I feel like there's an element of anxiety there,
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes.
of mm, never quite being able to relax into the moments that you're
Mm-hmm.
having.
Yes. Very good. So I want you to see that lifetime as if it was connected to you like a string of a helium balloon. And I want you to go ahead and cut that string and allow that lifetime now to just float away, understanding that that doesn't connect with you any longer. What stays in the past will not affect you. But I want you to feel this feeling that you feel, this pain in your body now. I want you to focus on that and tell me what part of your body is feeling any pain.
My shoulder.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So I want you to focus on that shoulder. And I'm going to count from 1 to 3. I want you to intensify the pain. And we're going to find the origin of that. 1, beginning to intensify the pain of the shoulder. 2, allowing your soul to take you to the origin. And 3, this pain in the shoulder, it's almost as if you were where? What comes to mind, even if you think you're making it up?
Like a ship.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Is it, what kind of ship is this?
I want to say a pirate ship.
Very good. Tell me more.
Mm, It's seems kind of old, like sort of rickety.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mm. In a storm, I feel like maybe it's like sinking, like it's in a storm, I think, and the
Mm-hmm. Yes.
sails are ratty.
Mm-hmm. And look
Mm,
at yourself. What do you do on this ship?
I think I'm the captain.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What's happening?
I'm seeing like a hook hand.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Which hand?
Hmm, the left one.
Yes. Very good. Very good. Continue. What's happening to your ship?
It's being blown around. I feel like I'm the last one on it.
Mm-hmm. What's happened to your crew?
I think they're gone, like
Mm-hmm.
overboard maybe.
Yes. Is there a storm?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling like somehow this hook hand gets stuck in my shoulder. That's what I'm getting. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I don't know how.
Yes. Where is the hook hand?
I
It got.
it was on my hand part,
Yes.
but I'm just getting the feeling like somehow
It's come off
it's come off and
in the shoulder.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like maybe it it's like got stuck in a wall that I like got smacked against.
Yes. 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 Continue. What happens next? Yes.
Yeah, yeah, it got stuck in it got stuck on my shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
and I
And
have to like rip myself off of it
mm-hmm.
because the ship is sinking.
Yes. Yes, continue. What happens next?
I'm at the ship wheel and I don't have the hand.
Mm-hmm.
I have a stump and I'm just kind of feels futile, but I'm trying to steer the ship,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
but it's tilting
Yes.
to one side.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What happens now?
Yeah, I feel like the ship just goes down.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm the
Yes.
last one and I'm the captain, so I have to go down with my ship. That's what captains do.
Yes.
And yeah, I think that's it. I just go down with this ship.
Very good. So, what's the most difficult part of all of this? What's been the most difficult part?
Oh, I feel like I have this feeling like I should have taken better care of my crew
Mm-hmm.
because nobody's left.
Yes. Yes. And this thing about taking care of your crew, this idea, notice how it makes you feel physically.
I feel that anxious feeling because I should have done more. I should have you know known better with the storm. I should have all these things I should have done. I have this
Yes.
sinking feeling that I should have taken better care of them.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So I feel happy to go down with the ship because
Mm-hmm.
everybody else is gone.
Yes.
I'm sad.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Feel like I didn't do my best.
Mm-hmm. So I want you to notice all of these things, knowing that you should have taken better care of yourself and others, that you feel anxious, sad, all of these things. How are they now affecting you in life as Tempest?
I feel like I have to take care of everybody else.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Not have to. I want to, but it's a need.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like when I do that, then I feel a sense of pride.
Very good, very good. So when you know that you have to take care of everyone else, notice what this makes you do in the life as Tempest.
Mm. Mm,
Yes.
Sometimes I neglect myself.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. And when you have to take care of others instead of yourself, what does it keep you from doing?
Mm. Keeps me from being my best and feeling my best.
Yes. Very good. Very good. So listen carefully. I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and we're going to go back to the origin of where this all began with this captain. And this time, you'll feel it and experience it with so much more detail. 1, 2, and 3. Where does this all begin?
It's some type of I want to say mission, but it's I'm I'm rounding up a crew
Mm-hmm.
to do something.
Yes.
And I see a woman. I feel like maybe I have a wife or a woman, maybe.
Yes. Yes. Continue.
And I think I'm just like saying saying goodbye, maybe.
Yes.
And I see the ship. We're at the dock and the ship is there.
Yes.
I don't know where we're going. We're going to do something. It feels like a mission, but it's like, I don't know, we're going to find something.
Yes. Yes. And now you'll understand what type of ship it is and what type of captain you are.
I feel like pirate is the right word, but
Yes. Are you?
um yeah,
Mm-hmm.
maybe we're going to find treasure or something. It feels like we're going to find something.
Yes. Very good. Continue. What happens next?
I think we were just rounding up like a few extra crew because I have like a two or three guys that are with me all the time.
Yes.
And those are the guys that I take care of. Those are the ones that I feel really bad that didn't make it.
Yes.
They're like they're like family, I think.
Mm-hmm. Like family. Very good. Continue. What happens next?
We head out and I say goodbye to this woman. I don't see her face. I just see like the back of her head. She feels like she's dressed in like Victorian
Yes.
style dress, and I see the back of her head as her hair is up, and she's got this like kind of a copper colored dress on. It's kind of fancy.
What do you look like?
I feel like I'm kind of fancy too, but like pirate fancy. I don't know if that's a thing, but like my clothes are pretty nice,
Yes.
and the hook hand is made of gold, so I think I do okay for myself. And the ship is really nice. I think I have a beard.
What do you call yourself?
Mm, Garrett,
Very good.
Garrett or Gareth, something like that.
Yes. So I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I get to number 3, things are going to begin to happen now. 1, 2, and 3. What's happening?
There's a storm way off in the distance. And
Yeah.
I think I navigate wrong. I think my navigation, like what I thought was maybe going away from it, actually went into the storm. And I think that's why I feel so bad, because it was my fault that we steered right into it, even though I didn't mean to.
Yes. Yes.
And I feel like there was a lightning strike that hit the mast, and that's what tattered all of the sails, and I think kind of put a hole in the ship or something. The lightning strike is what really messed up the ship, and that's why we're sinking, but slowly. Or I feel like it maybe the the
Yes.
ship
What's happening?
tilted fast or something, and a lot of guys got thrown over. And then it sort of, I righted it, but lots of the guys went overboard.
Very good. Very good. So what's happened to you?
I I stayed on board. I think because I was holding on to the wheel, and I'm getting tossed around on the ship a little bit, and I think I try to hook my hook onto something to steady me and it gets ripped off. And then I
Yes.
get tossed around again and I get smacked up against the hook that like
Mm-hmm.
goes into my shoulder.
Good. So notice where that hook is in your shoulder.
It's in the spot that hurts right now.
Very good. Very good. Continue. What happens next?
Mm, I I sort of like wrench myself off of that because I was sort of stuck to the wall because the hook was like stuck in between some wood and some rope. And so when it stuck into my shoulder, it kind of stuck me there. And then I kind of ripped myself off of there and to go back to the steering wheel.
Yes. What's
And
happening
I
with your ship?
it's sinking and I'm basically just riding it out till the end.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just steering it just just for because that's what captains do. I'm just holding
Yes.
on to the wheel and steering my ship until I
All right.
can't.
All right. So I'm going to count from one to three. When I get to number three, we'll get to the point where that you hit that water. One, two, and three. What's happening?
Mm, yeah, I'm being sucked down with the ship.
Yes, and as the water is sucking you down, notice what's happening as you begin to breathe in that water into your nose and your mouth. What's happening?
I'm panicking.
Yes. Yes. And what happens to your lungs when they begin to fill with water?
I can't breathe anymore. They hurt.
They hurt. And notice what happens now as your throat is trying to gasp for air and all that's there is water.
It burns. Yeah, it's burning and I'm swallowing, but I just yeah, I can't breathe.
Yes. What's happening to your as it begins to fill up
What's happening to my what?
your body as it fills up with water?
It's sinking.
What's the thought that your brain has?
Again, I'm like, oh, this is it.
And where's your soul when this is happening?
Floating above the water.
Yes. And as your body is sinking and your soul is floating above, I'd like for you to go ahead and talk to the men that you are responsible for. What would you like to tell them?
I'm sorry. I thought I was doing the right thing.
Yes. What do they tell you? Can they forgive you?
Yeah. They said they always trusted me, and this time was no different.
Those of these men. Do you recognize any of them? Do they seem?
Hmm. No.
So now take your soul to your wife. What would you like to tell your wife that never knew what happened to you?
I think she always had a feeling that that would be the way I would go. So I think she's sad, but she knew, she knew that that would be the way I would go.
Talk to her now. Talk to her. So now, I'd like for you to talk to that soul.
Mm-hmm.
What does the captain need to know?
You did your best. You always did your best for everyone on your crew.
Yes.
You always had their best interest at heart.
So is it time to release that body from that place now?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I want you to go ahead and use your energy to mend that body. Look at the gash in the back, and the shoulder. And I want you to go ahead and heal that now. You don't need to carry that pain any longer into a different life. Go ahead and take that soul into the light now. And breathe in that light. And I'd like for you to go ahead and begin to fill that soul with something that could heal it. What would you like to fill that soul with?
Forgiveness.
Okay, very good. I want you to go ahead and fill yourself with that forgiveness now.
Mm-hmm.
Breathe it in. That's it. And with that, you could understand the reason for that lifetime and how it's now affecting the life of Tempest. What was the purpose of living that life?
Adventure.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes.
Mm. Going into the unknown.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And I want you to notice how the responsibility for those men has been affecting now the life of Tempest.
Oh, I feel like it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I I have a real fear of responsibility and obligation.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So notice how that fear of responsibility has affected the life of Tempest when she became responsible.
Mm. It made me stay small.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And remember this one thing that the captain said, that you needed to go down with the ship. It was your responsibility. Notice in what way Tempest is going down with the ship. Who has she been responsible for that she has not been able to save?
My mom.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, so what advice would you give Tempest about going down with the ship?
Oh, you don't need to go down with it.
Mm-hmm.
If you can save yourself, you should.
Yes. So we're going to find out what was the karma. What is it that you both needed to learn from each other? As I count from 1 to 3 now, you'll begin to see the lifetime that started all of this. 1, 2, and 3. If you knew, where are you?
I'm on a train platform.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'm with somebody, I'm a woman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with another woman.
Yes. Who is she?
I think she's my best friend.
Mm-hmm. What's happening? Where are you going?
I feel like we're excited. We're going on a trip, a train
Mm-hmm.
ride trip
Yes.
somewhere.
Yes. Yes. Notice how you're dressed there.
We're wearing bonnets
Mm-hmm.
and dresses with white aprons.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes,
And
continue.
our hair's all tucked up in the bonnets.
Mm-hmm.
And we're very excited. We're going on an adventure.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Continue. What happens next?
We get on the train. We're on the train, and it's sort of a fancy train with
Yes.
like a where you sleep in them.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, continue.
I feel like we're small town and we're going to the big city.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And we're excited because this is the first time we've gotten to go somewhere alone without
Yes.
without chaperones.
Mm-hmm. How old are you there?
Mm, 20s.
Mm-hmm. And what does your best friend call you? What is your name?
Helen.
Mm-hmm. What do you call her?
Mm, Amy.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So, Helen, where is it that you're going?
The word London popped into my head.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Very good. Continue. What happens next?
Mm, we go, yeah, we're going to London, I think, just for maybe the day or just an overnight trip for shopping.
Yes.
We're very excited because we've never been to a big city before. I feel like I feel like on a farm, but like
Mm-hmm.
we, we're well off, I think, because we have the money to do this and to
Mm.
shop, and we're dressed really well. So must be a
Yes.
good farm.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Continue. What happens next?
We are walking. It's nighttime. We're going back to where we are staying.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I feel like there's a man following us.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And we're walking a little bit faster now because I think we notice that he's there and we feel a little bit unsafe.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, he catches up.
Yes. What happens next, Ellen?
I think I think he grabs Amy.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Continue.
I feel like he's gonna rape her,
Yes.
and I can't do anything. Um,
Yes.
I feel like maybe I run away.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I feel like maybe I left her there
Yes.
with him.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Continue. What happens next?
I I run away. Um,
Yes.
but I feel like I want to call for help, but nobody's around.
Yes.
And I don't know what to do, but I'm scared and I don't want him to get me too.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I run back to where we're staying
Yes.
and lock myself inside.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I think she comes back to the room
Yes.
after and she's been raped and she is mad at me
Mm-hmm. Yes.
because I left her there.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I didn't help her.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes.
didn't I didn't feel like I could help her.
Yes. So look at Amy's eyes, the eyes of the window to the soul. Do you recognize those eyes?
I think that's my mom.
Yes. So I want you to notice all of this. Running away and not helping. Abandoning your best friend. How is all of this now affecting you in the life as Tempest?
Guilt, crushing guilt.
Yes. Yes. And notice this also. Having your mother leave you to fend for yourself, to grow up on your own.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see how this is now affecting you?
Mm-hmm.
So what would you like to tell Amy now?
I'm so sorry. I should have done something more to help you. I
Yes.
should have done anything to help you. I was scared.
Yes. Yes. So I want you to notice what the agreement was for both of you in future lifetimes. What did you both need to learn?
Forgiveness.
Yes. Can you forgive yourself for running away?
Yeah.
Talk to Amy. Tell her that.
I'm so sorry. I I should have helped you.
Yes.
I feel terrible.
And as you take on that weight of not helping, notice how that now is affecting the life as Tempest. That weight of the guilt.
Mm-hmm. I feel obligation and
Yes.
like I have to help my mother. Like I must, even though I don't really want to.
Yes. Yes. So let's talk to your mom now. 1, 2, and 3. Switch. Mom, what do you say now to your daughter, understanding that she left you there, and this time you came back to do the same? What do you say to your daughter?
I'm sorry that I left you.
Can you forgive her, Tempest?
Yes.
Notice where all of that is, all of this guilt from that lifetime.
Right
Yes.
here.
Are you ready to release that guilt now?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and pull that guilt out. You don't need it anymore. Notice what it looks like, all that guilt.
It's just black,
Yes.
goopy mass.
Yes.
Just a bunch of black goo.
Pull it all out. Don't leave anything in. Very good. And now, what would you like to replace all that black goo and guilt with?
Love.
Beautiful. I'm going to strike the tuning fork for the heart. And I want you to bring in all of that beautiful green love into your heart. Breathe it in. Allow every cell of your body to radiate in this beautiful love. Expand it out into all of your bones and muscles, out beyond the boundaries of your body, and wrap yourself in a blanket of green love. And notice how that's affecting your body now. Yes. Very good. So I'd like for you to focus on your throat now, that clearing of your throat. And I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and when I get to number 3, I want you to intensify that thing that's trying to come out of your throat. 1, 2, make it stronger now, and 3. What is that? What is that in the throat?
I don't know.
Does that belong to Tempest? What is that that's trying to come out? What does it feel like to you?
It feels like there's just something there. And if I don't clear my throat or try to clear it, I almost get like panic, like I get a claustrophobic feeling that if I don't clear it, I'll just lose it, freak
Very
out.
good. So I want you to focus on that panic feeling, that claustrophobic feeling. Make it even stronger. What is that thing that is in your throat that you need to clear? It feels like what?
It feels
Yes.
like cotton.
Cotton. Very good. Very good. And where are you when you feel this cotton in your throat? What's happening? It's like you're where? What is that?
I, I feel like I'm in a field.
Very good. Very good. What's happening in that field?
I'm picking cotton.
Yes. Tell me more.
I'm I'm a I'm a black woman
Yes.
in a canvas kind of dress,
Yes.
the canvas head wrap, and I'm very dark because I'm
Yes.
outside.
Yes. Where are you? What is this place?
Mm, Louisiana popped into my head.
Very good. Are you by yourself there? Or are there others with you?
No, there's others with me.
Yes. What do they call you there?
Gita,
Gita. Gita, how old are you?
43.
Gita, are you a past life of Tempest?
Yes.
What's happening with you?
Mm, I'm just picking cotton all day long. Picking, picking, picking.
Yes.
I'm bent over, picking, picking, picking all day long.
Yes. What happens if you weren't picking cotton?
I'm washing. I think I'm a slave.
Very good. Very good. So I'm going to count from 1 to 3. I want you to find yourself in a very important time. 1, and 2, and 3. Where are you, Gita?
Mm, I'm yelling at someone.
What are you yelling?
I'm yelling, I'm a person. I'm a person too.
Yes. What happens when you yell, I'm a person too?
It's not good.
What happens?
I feel like there's a man, maybe the slave owner,
Yes.
and he's telling me I'm not a person. He owns me
Yes.
and he'll do what he wants
Yes.
with me and to me.
Yes. How is this making you feel?
Like I'm nothing.
Yes.
But there's no way out. There's no hope.
Yes.
This is just, I'm doomed to just be this in this box of a life forever.
Yes. Yes. Continue. What happens next?
I'm angry because I don't want to stay in this life. I don't want to be owned by somebody.
Yes.
I'm tired. I've been a slave for a long time.
Yes. How old are you now?
46 or 47.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm just tired.
Yes. Notice what's your body feeling.
Just tired. It's nothing. I got no get up and go anymore. I, I'm done.
Say that again.
I'm done.
Yes. So how is your body reacting to you saying I'm done?
It's giving up.
Yes. And notice what you're feeling emotionally when you say you're done.
Feeling like hopeless and just so tired.
Yes. What's
Can't
going on?
I can't work in the fields anymore.
What's going on through your mind when you know you're done and you are giving up?
I think I want to die, so I think I'm provoking the man. I think that's why
Yes.
I'm yelling because I think I just want him to kill me so that it's over.
Yeah, so what happens next? Yes.
I tell him that I'm done, and he says, "You're done when I say you're done."
Yes.
Grabbing
Yeah.
the cotton from the basket and he's shoving it in my mouth.
Yes. Yes.
He's choking me
Yes.
with the cotton.
And notice when he's choking you with the cotton, what's happening to your breath?
I can't breathe. I'm choking.
Yes. Yes. And as you're choking, notice how the rest of your body is reacting.
I'm panicking.
Yes. 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 Feel that body as it's beginning to panic and you feel this cotton in your mouth. Yes. What's happening?
He's shoving it as far into my mouth as he can. He's like, if you want to be done, I'll make you done. And he's killing me.
Yes. 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 Continue. What happens next?
He just shoves it in my mouth, and then I'm gasping on the ground, and he's just watching me. He's
Yes.
just watching me die.
And what's the last thought you have?
I'm just happy that it's over.
Yes. And where is your soul when all of this is happening?
I'm staring at the man.
Yes. Have you seen that man before? Have you seen those eyes?
I don't I don't think so.
Yes. So what do you want to tell that man now? Now that he's taken your life?
You're small. You're not a man. You take power away from people. You don't have your own power.
Yes. And you took my power, you took my voice. And I demand it back now. Tell him.
I demand my voice back. I demand my power back.
Take it back. Put it where it belongs. Yes. And as you're taking back your power, begin to remove all that cotton that you have inside of you. Take it all out. Begin to breathe once again. Very good. And now with that, what do you want to tell Gita?
You always had your power. He couldn't take that away.
Yes.
And it's okay that you wanted it to be over. You were tired.
Yes. Yes. So I want you to go ahead and take Gita from that life now. Now she can breathe easily. She no longer has that cotton. She now has her power back. And take her into the light. And as you're there, you could understand why she had that lifetime. What was it about that life that she needed to learn?
But she wasn't small.
Yes.
She was very powerful.
Yes.
And she stayed small to keep the people around her safe.
Yes. So does this soul need to play small any longer?
No.
No. So what advice do you give Tempest now? Now that you've played small?
There's so much more in there. You don't need to be afraid of the responsibilities of success. You don't need to be afraid of success.
Very good. Say that again, louder.
You don't need to be afraid of success.
Wonderful. Notice how that feels. Very good. So I want you to see before you two full-length mirrors. The mirror on the left is the Tempest that had all of these issues with the throat, with the thyroid, with the sleeping, with fatigue, with the weight gain. This is the one that had all of the pains in the back, all of the issues with mom, all of the issues with your health, not being able to heal properly. And I want you to see how this Tempest begins to age with all of these issues. As she gets older, 5 years from now, notice the weight on her. Notice what she looks like. Notice how she feels and how people react to her. 10 years from now, notice how this body is now feeling with all of these issues. 15 years from now. And now I want you to look at the mirror on the right. This is the Tempest that understands the karmic relationships that she had with mom, understanding that she no longer needs to pay anything back, that now she's on a even keel with mom. You've both paid each other back. You don't have all that anger and resentment from mom, from dad, that you don't have to worry about dying in a ship, that you don't have the responsibility for those people that died. You understand that you have a voice, that you are a person, and you're worthy. And look at that Tempest in that mirror. Look at the posture. Look at the frame. 5 years from now. Look at how you stand tall, and look at all the people around you now that love and respect you. Look at all the things that you're able to do with this energy. Moving forward now. Being able to sleep well. Being happy. Having a relationship with mom that's neutral without any of that emotion. Knowing that you can help her. That you could speak. Finally. 10 years from now. Look at all of the changes that have happened. 15 years from now. And as you look at the mirror on the left and the mirror on the right, which one do you want to keep?
I'm keeping the right one.
Good. So I want you to find something, an instrument of destruction, where we can now demolish that mirror. What would you like to do with that mirror on the left?
I'm going to sledgehammer it.
Wonderful. I want you to sledgehammer to where you pulverize it. I don't want any shards left. And when it's done, that's it. Get rid of all of that. I want you to go ahead and step into the mirror on the right, the only one there. And I want you to turn around and look out through the eyes of this new tempest. Tempest that now understands that you have a voice, that no one is going to think less of you, that you can now face any fear. You can face any anger. You can look at people with different eyes, and as you do, they look back at you and see something different. You have a different relationship with your body, being able to understand your body and feed it exactly what it needs. And as you begin to use all of your Reiki on yourself and your food, your body begins to now react to this new tempest. No longer holding the weight, no longer sinking into the ocean. That's over. You have released all of that energy. So as you look at your body now, I want you to fill it with a color that represents total healing moving forward. What color would you like to use?
Purple and gold.
Beautiful. So I'm going to use 2 different tuning forks with the frequency of purple and gold. And I want you to begin to fill your body with this frequency completely. Breathe it in. From your head to your toes, absorbing it into every cell, programming it with success and self-love, self-worth, confidence in everything that you do. Today begins a new day with a new vibration, much higher, much more joy in your life. Accepting your body and loving your body and healing your body with your thoughts, your words, and your actions. Send your body love. And with that, are we complete?
I feel like there's still something in my back.
Good. I'm going to count from 1 to 3 and speak to that thing in the back. 1, 2, and 3. You there in the back. Are you male or female?
Male.
Male. How old are you?
50s.
What is your name, please?
Teddy.
Teddy. Teddy, what happened to you?
I died of cancer.
And where did you find Tempest?
I found her through her mom.
Was she in the hospital?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So what was it about Tempest that attracted you to her?
She was bright.
Yes. She's like a porch light, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
So, Teddy, why is it that you didn't go to the light when you died?
Mm. I didn't I didn't know I could.
Would you like to go now?
Yeah.
I'm sure your family misses you. Teddy, how is it that you're affecting Tempest?
Mm. I hurt her back.
Yes. Anything else?
I make her angry,
Yes. What else?
frustrated.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah, I make her really frustrated and cause her a lot of rage.
Yes. Well, I'm sure you would be very angry if you weren't being able to go home. Teddy, can you forgive yourself for not finding the light?
Hmm.
So look into your heart right now and find that light there. It's a little tiny little speck. Tell me when you see it.
I see it.
Now I want you to use your mind and expand that light really big. And tell me how that feels.
Feels good.
Feels good, very good. And who is there in the light waiting for you?
My wife.
What does she say?
Took you long enough, you idiot.
So she's waiting for you. Very good. So, Teddy, I want you to notice your energy and I want you to begin to pull that energy from her back. And Tempest, I want you to pull from your side, pull it out, and give it back to him. Can you forgive Teddy for not knowing that you weren't the light that he was supposed to go to?
Mm-hmm.
All
Yes.
right, so release his energy now. And Teddy, now that you are there, I want you to look at Tempest's body and see if there are any other lost souls that have lost their way. Are there any others?
In my throat.
Very good, very good. So who is that in the throat? Who is that?
Amber.
Amber. Very good. And how did Amber die?
I think she had her throat slit.
Yes, very good. So, Amber, I want you to go ahead and take Teddy's hand. And notice who is there for you.
My
Who's
mom.
waiting? Your mom. Very good. Amber, can you forgive the one that slit your throat?
Yeah.
And what would you like to say before you leave? What would you like to tell Tempest?
I'm sorry.
Very good. So, Tempest, I wanted you to go ahead and grab that energy from your throat and release it. Amber, go to your mom now. And Teddy, go ahead and give your wife a big hug. And may both of you be loved and embraced by that light. Go in peace, go in love. And now, Tempest, I want you to close that portal down, and I want you to begin to fill that space with something beautiful. What would you like to put in that space?
Compassion.
Compassion. Very good. What color is the compassion in your mind?
Blue.
Beautiful. So I'm going to strike the tuning fork, and I want you to fill that space with blue. And as you're filling the space, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. With each number, you'll be waking up more and more. And when I get to number 5, you'll open your eyes with complete control of your mind and your body. 5, wide awake, completely alert, feeling wonderful all over. Welcome back.
Oh, whoa. My hands are I'm just like vibing.
Buzzing?
Yeah, buzzing.
Wow, what a journey, huh?
Yeah,
Does it make sense?
it does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You had a combination of a lot of stuff going on there.
hmm.
A lot of stuff.
Wow.
Wow. So, did this feel quick to you?
Mm, no, I think we're probably felt kind of long,
How long do you think it was?
like an hour and a half.
We're 1:59 right now.
Whoa.
2 hours.
Wow.
Amazing, huh?
Yeah.
Got a lot done.
Hmm. I didn't, yeah, I was wondering if I was gonna see anything. I did kind of feel like I was making things up a little bit. I was like, I don't know.
That's how it feels, but why would you make that up?
Yeah. Yeah. And so I was just saying the first things that popped into my head are like just seeing faces
That's
and
how it works. Why would you make that up? Okay. You
yeah.
know, falling in love with the queen,
Yeah. That's
being
weird.
thrown off the platform, having your head and back shattered, um, the ship, going down with your ship.
You know what, too? I feel like when I feel like that entity, Teddy, I feel like I feel the moment he found me, he was in my mom.
That's it.
And that I feel like maybe that's why I felt that sinking feeling the
Yeah,
second
yeah.
I got near her.
Amazing, huh?
Because I remember just,
He was just lost.
yeah, he was lost.
Yeah. And if that ever happens again, Tempest, if you're ever in the hospital, first of all, go in the hospital, put a protective bubble around you before you go in. In
Hmm.
fact, you should do that way before you walk into a bar. Okay.
Yeah.
Put the perfect, because as soon as your vibration lowers with the shock of seeing a patient and feeling that depressed feeling, that's that's when you attract them.
Hmm.
When you are drinking, it's the same thing. You lower your vibration and you attract them. So if that happens, and again, just talk to the entity and you
Hmm.
can walk them through yourself, you
Yeah.
know?
Hmm.
And what I would suggest, this is something that I've been doing new, is just light a candle for these entities.
Hmm.
Light a candle and say a prayer for them so that they'll go to the light and it'll help you too. It just
Yeah.
kind of release it. How does your throat feel?
It's buzzing. Like my hands and my throat are like buzzing, like big
Wow.
time. Yeah.
Wow. Well, that was quite a death with this Gita, huh?
Yeah. And that's so funny. It felt like cotton, like I was just always, and
Yeah.
I felt this claustrophobic feeling. If I didn't clear my throat, I was going to die. Like that's what it felt like to me.
Yeah.
That's so messed up.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this was quite a session.
Hmm.
You want to keep it private?
Do you think it, I
This is
mean, I would share, but like, I don't know if it's exciting.
So if we're going to share this, tell everybody where you're located.
I am in Saskatchewan, Canada.
Wonderful.
Mhm.
And just for those that don't believe that people can get sessions, you had told me about how you got this session, and
Mhm.
what do you think about that? What do you tell people about that?
If it's right.
Yeah,
Because I said, if this is the right thing to do, then it'll happen. And it literally happened 3 minutes later. So if you're
that's
meant
great.
to do it, it'll happen.
That's great. So I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and I hope I get to meet you in the future, either through a session or one of my gatherings, which I hold about once a month. So thank you very much. Until the next one. Bye. Bye bye.
Bye.